And here we go. Welcome, pool fans from all around the world. This is the Poisoned by Predator Saigon Women's 9-Ball Open. 64 players from 17 countries playing for $75,000 in prize fund with $22,500 the winner. This is a semi-final match. These ladies have worked hard, and that is Wei Tuxing facing Han Yu. Wait, Chinese Taipei versus China. Han Yu, a very recognizable figure from China. And this is George Teocheah and Tim Gerreuter. Or he might with Eric would be. It is Tim. Hey, Tim.
We just stayed on the same tables, George, so you're stuck with me again. It's Eric over here.
I'm not
Eric
stuck with
Orlovson.
you. We've been switching around a little bit here. We just finished a big match and started off with another one. I mean, how big is this? Semi-final. Champions galore.
Yeah, not much between the two players. Han's had a little more success as of late, but Wei's a champion in her own right. Best of 3 sets, races to 4. Down to 4 players.
The other two are battling it out right now, and they're both from the Philippines.
Nothing on the break for Wei. A little tough to create enough angle back towards the 2. Gonna have to come real close to the side pocket here if she wants to get past the 6, coming back 2 rails. Opening miss.
I think that ball was missed because she was avoiding that side pocket.
Yeah, it was definitely in the back of her mind. Looks like the 6 is blocking the pocket for the 1. She can play the cue ball behind the 8 as long as she's able to play the 1 directly enough into the 6. Oh, missed it. Still going to be okay. Good shot.
Yeah, Wei is undefeated in her march here to this semifinal. She's defeated Desi Artista, Chia Ho Chen, Hong Xinyu, and Fu Qiaofang. And now faces the one, the only, Han Yu from China.
Hand for Wei.
Boy.
Two straight here. Gonna have to go rail first. Yeah. She has some angle, but won't be able to get close to the 3 if she doesn't go rail first. Caught it a little thick, didn't get as much movement up tables. 6 is in the way. Bit of a shaky start for both players.
Extension.
Look twice now if she has the left edge. It's very thin if she does. Looks like she's going to settle on a kick. She hits the right side of the 3. Some decent blockers coming across. If she gets the cue ball on the right side like this, just needs the 3 to stop. Close. Chance for you now.
Thin cut. Players are on a 30-second time clock. They have 60 seconds after the break and 1 extension. And I believe Wei has used hers on that last shot. Han Yu was sent to the one-loss side by Pia Filler in her 3rd match. She defeated Tai Frong Yun Win-Win and then Wu Yan Zhang, then lost to Filler, and went on to defeat Annabella Putri Johanna and Chihiro Kawahara, and then a 10-ball champion Cho Che-yu. And here she finds herself in the semifinal. Is she going to get by
trouble.
this?
Nope. Ball in hand, so good chance for Wei to get in front now.
It's got to come down for a position on the 7-ball here. A little bit of an angle. And I end up with some distance.
More distance. Yeah. Tough to hold the cue ball on the left side of the table. Might be forced to draw into the 8th. Not sure if she has too much angle to do that. Yep. Have to play a bunch of right spin over that distance, can catch some swerve or deflection on the cue ball, and that's what happened. Slightly swerved into it.
Did she get to the 8-ball or does she have to bank it?
I think she has to bank it.
It's really tight.
If anything, a bunch of right spin to throw it in.
Well, Han Yu is a 3-time WPA world champion. She's also a 4-time China Open champion. And she's left these 2 balls for Wei to open up the first game and a 1-game lead. per Weiwei. Wei plays quite a bit on the WPBA championships here in the U.S. She is from Taipei. She's 35 years of age with a Farlow rating of 754 compared to her 779 opponent.
Yeah, Wei's active all over the world, plays in the WPBA events in North America. Good friends with Kelly Fisher, travels around with Kelly to all the tournaments. She had a good run a couple years ago where she won maybe 4 out of 10 major tournaments. Been a little more stagnant since then.
And here we are, second game. Yeah, she had a lot of high finishes this past year. She's got over $40,000 in earnings, tournament earnings, this year alone. First place finish at the Soaring Eagle Masters. Third place finish at the WPBA Iron City Invitational. Quarterfinalist in the Women's 8-Ball Championship. And a quarterfinalist in the China Open Ladies Division. And then last year was her most successful year. Actually, the last 3 years, 24, 23, and 22, she's earned over $150,000 in tournaments.
Yeah, still in the prime of her career. Just
Sure.
couple strong players coming on in the last year or so. Centeno been winning a little more. Han Yu been showing up to tournaments, been doing well. So just been kind of stuck around that 4th to 8th type placing, a little more than she was
Sure.
2 years ago.
Quarterfinalist in the World 9-Ball Championships. So she brings pedigree to the table. Just needs a breakthrough. Could this be it? Could this be her year? Keep in mind that in a couple of weeks they'll be in Bali, Indonesia, and they will be playing the Women's World 10-Ball Championships. October 7th through the 13th, along with the Men's World 8-Ball Championship and a new Men's Doubles World Championship. Meanwhile, to the business at hand.
Forced to go rail first there again. Did well this time. Gonna take a 2-game lead now in the first set.
And a 2-game lead it is. And Mr. Perry Anderson from Hubbard, Ohio, will be racking the balls, our referee from the EPBF, the European Pocket Billiards Federation. And they're responsible for a lot of the talent that's being developed in Europe by these federations, as they are the, I guess, biggest force there. And way to break. This is winner, break. They will alternate the break when they alternate the sets. 2 out of 3 sets. If the third and deciding set goes to hill or 3 apiece, it will go to a shootout. And those in itself are rather exciting. These ladies are very close in age. I thought I said Wei was 35 and Han Yu 33. 779 Fargo and Wei is 754. Boy, those balls. She didn't hit them very well. Look at the cue ball, kind of came off.
Perry usually does a great job. You can just tell by the impact. Might have been a small gap somewhere.
Yeah, the sound had a lot to do with that.
A lot of congestion now. Going to be a tactical game. All balls have pockets except for the 6. The 5 plays well under the 6.
You know, Eric, I failed to mention one of our biggest wins in 2022 is the Women's World 10-Ball Championship. Runner-up in the World 10-Ball. So, we've got a match on our hands.
Yeah, tester push here from you. Wade's the type of player that'll take these shots on. I think she should, just to get a big lead in the first set.
I like this shot right here. Very well controlled. Very nice shot.
Percentage-wise, nothing wrong with it. It's got her in a bad spot. Try to swerve around the back of the 2. Very tough. It's such a bad spot, though. Couldn't even really tie it up another ball because she was only ball down at that end of the table was the 4. Looking for a 3 foul possibility, maybe.
Extension.
We go with offense. 5's not in as good a spot as it was before to break out the 6. She could get an angle on the 3. Break into the top side of the 6. I think that's the route. 4 ball's pretty available. Just wouldn't want to go into the 6 with too much speed, and you kind of need speed to separate that area. Gonna leave it for later. She'll need an angle with the cue ball near the 8 on the 5 to open up the 6.
She's going to run it down close to that 4 ball, Eric, and give herself a... Oh, she's going to come this way. They must go by the 7. The 5 ball.
It does. Biggest thing here is she needs a very specific angle on the 5. She can play into the second rail, kind of kill the speed of the cue ball, just past the 8. This is not going to work for the breakout.
I'm not sure the 6 ball has a pocket.
Oh, it definitely doesn't. That's why I was wondering why she didn't try to break into it earlier. She's going to have to come on top of it here and find some kind of safe.
Distance. She's going to give her opponent distance.
It's an interesting situation that comes up a lot. It's like the way she's playing it there, you kind of need to win 2 safety battles. And if you're only at the table and you're the first player taking a shot at 1 safety battle, I think that's a better play in the long run.
Good return by you. Nice hit. Big match going on table 1 between Carmile Buhat and one of her mentors, Rubelin Amit. Buhat is a student or a benefactor of the Amit Cup, where they have tournaments for Pinays, or the lady Filipinos, to play in. Amit leads 1-0 plus 2 games in the second set, and it's 2 out of 3 sets. So she's 2 games away from closing out her protege.
Yeah, just so much more experience than Buhat. But this is a monumental tournament. She'll be the only... Oh, look at this shot from you. Nice shot.
Nice.
We didn't see that, otherwise she might have gone for it. But yeah, besides Centeno and Amit, Buhat is the first Filipino woman to make the semifinal of any kind of major tournament, possibly in the history of that country, which is saying a lot. But it looks like the Philippines is going to start producing more international women players. It's great.
They already produce enough male talent. They might as well work on the female talent.
For sure.
The pool is so big there. look at the focus that these ladies use, even in the chair, as they wait. And the background
Show in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the most consistent winners on the women's tour. Likely longtime friends of Wei Tzu Chen.
10-ball, 9-ball champion. She held both titles on her own by herself at the same time. Her younger sister that is now on tour, she made it to the final 16, I think.
Yeah, breakout performance for her. Look for
she made it
good results. Go ahead.
She made it to the final 16 and lost to Buhat from the Philippines. First time she's been on the scene that I've seen.
Yeah, me too. Four ball's not going to be available on the side. She plays it into the 7. She's going to have to play it with speed, because it'll definitely be playing off towards the 8 and not going to be able to pocket it. It's pretty much impossible to hit the center of the 7 here. The rail's in the way. The 4 ball is just not going to end up favorable if you play any kind of pocket weight. Too much traffic going across to the left, so I like just hitting this with speed. This is not going to work, I don't think, George. Oh, just got there. Great shot. Very tough to leave it that close to the pocket from that angle. That's kind of all she had, though. Perfect speed, perfect connection with the 7. But a lot of line here. Still going to have 3 rails around back towards the 6. Pretty thin, though. Might consider playing safe. We've been saying it all week, George, but the side pockets have tightened up a lot. Ruslan Chinnikov missed a real easy one on the side near the end of the Beato-Chinnikov match. Trying to break out the 4, but actually missed ball in hand into the side.
She's playing this one. Either that or banking it. She played straight in, and there's why they've been avoiding it. That ball appears to go hit inside the point. Let's take a look at it again. I think they might. Here it is. It hit the point.
Yeah, seen that a lot. The ball's hitting both points. Can't tell if Wei Wei has the pocketing angle here. No, going to the jump cue. Got to be careful you don't draw off into the corner, but at the same time you kind of want to hit it with some draw because you could jump the rail. Just to land this ball good. Good try. Straight in for you now. Yu has one of the best strokes in the women's game. right up there with Seming
That-
Chen. She's really able to rely on her stroke. Knows how to win, too. 7 major titles under her belt. Took some time off in the mid-2010s. She's back now.
This 9-ball ties it up. Oh, that we have not
really
seen before from her.
No, she really shortened her stroke there. Just missed the
And that
replay,
was
but
well
just
missed.
got short on the backstroke. Yeah, short on the backstroke, quick on the delivery. Very rare for her. Let's get the bridge out of the way. Cue ball going to be coming back quickly at it. Got it out of the way. Shot.
Wow, how big was that miss, Eric? Instead of being tied at
Huge.
2,
She's on
she's
the-
down 3-1. And it's
Yeah,
a race
big-
to 4.
Real big game.
Oops. This tournament is being played on the Predator equipment, the Predator Arc table, 3-piece slate. Shortened pockets. I've got them a little tighter in the side especially. I believe they come with 4 1/4-inch pockets, the Arcadia cloth. The perimeter lighting, and the Arcos 2 balls. Sponsors are Yalin, Box Billiards, Kamui, Pro Billiard TV, and Samsung TV and Little Monster. We've had a great week so far, a little over a week here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Box Billiards mixed doubles. This Saigon Women's Open, and we're also down to the final 16 of the Men's World 10-ball Championship.
One ball narrowly missing the corner pocket. Another chance for you. Seven doesn't pass the 9 into the bottom right. There is room on the short side. 5 ball's pretty close to the 6, so she'll be able to get the desired angle on the 6 if she stays in line. Just reaching right over top of the 7-9 here, so making sure she doesn't commit a close foul using the bridge.
Nicely done there with the bridge and the distance. come back a little. Just right to get on the 5 from the 4. There's Cho Che-yu and Cho Chia, her younger sister.
Not too much angle on the 5 now, but you can draw on top of the 6. This angle will work. Just should be looking to follow the cue ball up the right side of the table. Have to go real close to the side pocket here to get straight enough on the 7. Bit of left spin to widen the angle. Just comfortable enough. Cue ball definitely running into the 9. That's not a bad thing because it'll slow the cue ball down for the 8 in the side. Nicely played. Fighting to stay in the set.
Oh my. That missed 9 ball and that missed 8 ball are going to play very, very big if Wei wins this game.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic mistakes from you. I think there was a third ball that was really high percentage that she missed too. I can't remember which one it was, but mistake on the 8, mistake on the 9. Wei still has to make a good shot here. Just got it. One
Just
more
don't
ball
get
for
on the
set number
rails.
1.
Oh, which is good. And that is set number 1. Wei takes that down. 4 games to 1. And how is our other semi going? Well, Ruben Amit has won the first set and leads 3 games to 2 in the second. Will
A bit
there
of a
be
comeback
third?
from Buhat then. Yeah, she was down 3-0 in the second set, so mounting a comeback. Both women went for a break. We're going to take a break ourselves, and we'll be back for set number 2.
Stay with us. And the ladies are back in the arena, and Perry's getting that rack ready to go for them to break. Han Yu to break in the second set. Han Yu is the third highest ranked player by far in the world, and WEI is number 13.
Yeah, we'll see if you can recover here. I haven't seen the elementary mistakes from her really ever, and I've done a lot of her matches.
Playing the one to the side pocket didn't go. Dry break.
Now, something that needs to be noted too is that not just the side pockets are tighter, the corner pockets are tightening up on these arc tables. It's a good thing. These are the kind of conditions that the best players in the world should be playing under. And if they're feeling off at all, or just make a slight miscalculation, they should be punished for it. So look for these Pro Billiard Series tournaments to be a little more entertaining. I was just checking the highlights of the 9 that Josh Filler missed to beat Wong. It's very makeable.
Oh, yeah?
But
And Filler misses one?
Pockets are tighter. Wow. Yeah.
Was
win
it to
match.
the side?
Corner even.
Look at this safety. That is a good shot. I think she was playing safe all the way.
For sure. Yep. Jumping chance for you here, trying to get herself back in the match.
Semifinalist gets $6,563. So the worst one of these players will do is that. The other can move into the $13,125 for second place or runner-up, or go all the way to $22,500. And
Jen has to
Amit,
pounce here.
she sure does. Amit has defeated her protege, Kadmil Uhat, 2-0 in sets. And this young lady did a great job just getting to the semifinals. She beat some champions. In fact, she defeated the reigning Timbal champion, Christina Tkach, Sylviana Liu, Shui Ching Shang. That's some pretty stiff competition.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is it'll inspire more players that are maybe coming from a similar situation as Buhat to get out there and be a part of the international competitions.
Yeah, this is her first time in a tournament this big. I mean, they do have tournaments in this Amit Cup with over 100 players in them.
That's great. A little too close to the 4 here. She actually can. Go ahead, George.
But I was just going to say, something we've talked about several times is how a player sometimes needs a breakthrough win to really, really gain some momentum and get going. And this could provide that.
Yeah, confidence booster for sure. Chen played a real smart shot there. Got so close to the cue ball with the 4. Couldn't do much with it. Another jump chance for you. Just trying to stick the cue ball, really. Too aggressive to try to jump it in. Gotta hope the 4 doesn't play into the 7. Not bad still.
Those controlled jump shots are so nice to watch.
Chan will be trying to come back behind the 5-9. Need a bunch of left spin. It's called the bank. Surprise, looks like it's laying pretty long. Might have called the corner, just gestured over that way.
And she comes down with a jump cue in hand and her playing cue. Due to the 30-second time clock these ladies are on. And you can hear the clock winding down there. In the last 5 seconds it ticks them off. And if you haven't noticed, our time clock is right next to the scoreboard on the bottom left of your screen.
Wait, looking to take advantage again. Get back in the lead. Have to play this with a little more speed than ideal. Small chance of getting behind the 8 going up table, but unlikely. It's good quality follow here. Caught a little stun.
I'm kind of surprised she didn't use outside English on that and go around it. Maybe because of the side pocket. But
yeah, it was that and being on the rail. Just really want to avoid spinning the ball when you're on the rail. If she was off the rail, she would have played around for sure.
That's why you'll always be my coach, Eric. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a good try.
Behind the 8.
Cue ball going to land in the perfect position? It is. Wow.
And WEI and Frank Sinatra have something in common. They'll have it her way. I think you're the only guy that laughs at my jokes. Thank you.
No problem.
Look at that shot.
Yeah, great shot. Perfect position.
We saw some good shots this game. And you was about to close this one down and move on to the next. As this is the first game of the second set. Down he goes.
She hit a real nice break on her only break of the first set. Cut break with power. I can see getting consistent results out of that one. So we'll see if she can get something going on the break.
She's had some really good matches. I think I've seen her. I think I called a match of hers or two, possibly. But I'm one that has to refer to my notes quite a bit. Yeah, she had a barn burner in the quarterfinal with Cho Che-yu.
Three sets, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. Went 3 sets, yes. First one was 4-3, second one was 4-3, and her last set, she ran away at 4-1.
Perfect break from you. Deserved to make the 1. If she keeps breaking like this, George, and she cleans up some of those odd mistakes in the first set, she can come back easily. If you rail first place in this match,
I'll say one thing, if she continues breaking like this and does get into the final against Rubelin Amit, she will have an advantage because I called Rubelin's last game. And her break was a weakness. I don't think she made a ball in the break more than maybe twice. And by
play
weakness,
just a little too much angle. She's going to stay on offense here.
Compared to other players.
Didn't want to hit the 8. Still on the 4. Should be able to put a little bit of speed into this, but queuing off the rail, tough shot. Got it. Yeah, one thing Yu's never going to do is implode or give up or sulk around. Just maintains the same attitude around the table regardless of the results.
And whichever player does move into the final against Rubelin, they're going to have to remember she is the reigning 9-ball champion, world 9-ball champion, 2-time world 10-ball champion, 21 titles, 10 Southeastern Games titles. They're going to have the work cut out. But this lady right here has the resume to back her in that game. Oh, again.
Yeah, didn't want to hit the 9. A little straighter in the side this time.
Yeah, I think those previous mistakes by you, there's Jasmine Ocean and Kelly Fisher. 2 great champions in the ladies' game.
Draws the ball so well, George. A lot of the time it's open bridge too. Happened to be closed bridge that time. But even with open bridge, just has such good timing through the cue ball.
And down that goes for a 2-game lead in the second set. And Jasmine Ocean is a quarterfinalist, losing to Rubelin Amit.
Yeah, Rubelin played good in that match. You looking to replicate her first 2 breaks? If she does, expect good things to happen.
Perry spending quite a bit of time getting that rack right. Good look at the Arco balls. Arco 2 balls from Predator. You know, I bought a set of those and I really like them. And you said you're playing with them too. I love the cue ball. They stay so clean compared to other cue balls. Yeah, sure.
Traditional colors. You know, we're a bit of traditionalists, maybe you and I.
Yes. Purple 5 balls? No. If Predator picks up and has purple 5 balls, I will not commentate any longer. Because every time I watch...
At least the 4 is a little lighter here. Because the reason why they started changing the colors is because there were so many colors that were a similar shade. But they made the 7 a little lighter. They made the 4 a little lighter. You can distinguish them. It's a good color scheme.
But every time I watch a stream with a purple 5, I always get mixed up.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
You know what you know what they say, old dogs don't learn new tricks. You know, we can't get used to that.
Well, even just compared to what people are usually playing with in the pool room, like, doesn't matter if you even started in the last 2 years. If you're in the pool room, you're going to see a purple 4. So yeah, it happens to everybody.
Sure. You know what changes is now you can't give the orange crush to somebody.
Right. Oh yeah. It's the purple people eater, but it happens to be the 5.
That's right.
That could be a confusing stipulation. Game breaker.
Got to have some tradition in some games, and the colors of the balls are a tradition.
Nice shot from you, holding for the 3. Just to avoid the 8 coming back. Nicely played. Looking good to get on the hill here.
Yeah, she slowed her game down a little bit. I think it's due to those mistakes she made earlier.
Yeah, knows how to adjust. Knows how to recover. True champion. Ideally wants an angle going towards the 8 or at least straight in on the 7. Just minimize the cue ball movement. Almost got too far. Should be okay to play the right side of the side pocket. Off the long rail and back into the angle. Just going to stop it. It's a little dangerous if you hit it thin. Good shot.
A very good shot if you hit it perfect, just like she did. Yeah, talk about going to work. 3 games in a row.
Yeah, bounced right back here. First break and run of the match.
One game away from forcing a third and deciding set. The final, by the way, will be at 8 p.m. Friday night. So one of these two will meet Rubelin Amit.
Yeah, and there's some small intimidation factor going into the 2 World Championships in the next 2 months. Coming in as the winner of the last major tournament. So these 3 left will be gunning for the title. Big power again. 2 ball looks like it's going to come out as long as the 8 doesn't get in the way. She's good here. Chance to lock her out of the set. Just needs to soft draw the cue ball a little bit. Can play to the middle of the short rail. Come back up for the 3 in the top right. Might choose to hold it for the side, but I think she'll avoid the side pockets. Must have tried to hold for the side, and this is where the trouble can start in these side pockets. Especially if you're trying to come around 3 rails here.
Funny thing, Eric, you just made a point I've always made. I don't like side pockets because if you don't get just right on them, you have to travel the cue ball a lot. There
She just
is
backed up. Oh, look at this,
good
George.
example. That's a good example. That ball was overcut. That ball was out. Caught the point on the outside. But she also played it soft. I think sometimes on shots like that, you might want to go around the table to get closer to the 4 ball. But I think the fear of these pockets has made some people really tighten up there.
That's part of it, too. I'm sure they've all missed balls on the side over the course of the tournament. So now your confidence goes down. I mean, it's tempting, right? Because they generally happen to be closer pockets to the object ball, and of course that's lesson number one in pool: play the pocket that's closest to the ball. But I know what you're saying about if you don't get on the proper angle, it can complicate things a lot.
You know, you and I have talked quite a bit about these side pockets. I did 3 Euro tours, commentated 3 Euro tours on these same tables, and they didn't seem this tight or to have this kind
I noticed that
reason. So I wonder if they just tightened them up for this tournament, or they're
I was
making
thinking
them tighter.
that too.
A new set of new set of tables with tighter pockets. But I didn't notice it before. Look how small
Neither
they
did
look
I.
right now. They're normally 4 1/4. Those look like 4-inch pockets.
Yeah, the shelves are short, so you have to get into. You really have to hit the pocket. There's no room. Typically, especially if you're going in at a sharper angle, you'd play the top side of the pocket. But the rail just isn't there to let the balls drop now.
This is a tough shot.
Yeah, great execution.
She made it look easy. At a very timely moment. And Wei Wei says to her opponent, "Not quite yet, young lady. I'm going to make a run."
Yeah, comebacks can happen quick.
And if you've just joined us, keep in mind this will be the last match of the day. The final for this tournament will be at 8 p.m. Vietnam time on Friday. And between now and then, we will have some more 10-ball action. We are down to the final 16 in the men's 10-ball. WPA World 10-ball championship put on with Predator and WPA. Sponsors are Yalin, Predator, Kamui, Pro Billiard TV, Little Monster, Samsung TV. And you can find all the info for the tournament and information for the upcoming tournaments in October on ProBilliardSeries.com.
How are we looking for the final 16 in the men? I'm sure a lot of our listeners would like to know. All those matches will be coming up tomorrow.
Let me see if I can tell you who can expect. Oh my. Eric, I took it down from the computer. I'll reload it.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Square break from Chen. Corner ball not down. One ball not down. No shot for you. Like push into the short rail here. Not going to be much threat of pocketing the one on the side. Outside chance of giving up a carom. She better leave an edge here. I think she's going to get this back pretty quickly. Don't really see any safes that Chen can play. Could create a little distance, playing the one back into the middle of the table and the cue ball down to the short rail. But not worth the risk here, I don't think.
Well, way at
definitely
the
have to try
table now.
Yeah, had to try something creative there. Bit of a long shot.
Well, as we watch Wei work her way through this rack. Want me to read those off, or you want to wait a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Opening match will be the reigning champion Carlo Biado playing his countryman Jonas Manpande. Then you're going to have Copigny against Mark Estodia, also from the Philippines. Jonas Suter from Spain playing Oliver Slosnoki. And then Koping Chung playing Daniel Maciol. And then Duran Quoc Han from Vietnam versus Aloysius Yap, one of the hottest players on the tour right now. And then Ko Tai Yong versus Shane Van Boening, his first time placing this high in a World 10-ball championship, I think. But he's down to the final 16. Then a previous champion, Wojciech Szewczak versus Marco Tucher, and then Alex Montpellier, the lowest rated Fargo-rated player in the tournament, making a great run, and versus Alex Kazakis from Greece. And that's what you can expect in the final 16.
Yeah, Chung and Maciel is going to be a good match.
And as to a timeline, those matches all go off Friday morning at 11 o'clock. The quarterfinals will be at 4 o'clock. The semifinals will be Saturday at 11 a.m. And then the final will be at 4 p.m. And to follow will be this lady's final match right here. So big day coming up.
Shot from Chen. Couple of those thin ones that she's hit well. Good speed control on this last shot. Looking to bring the score to 3-2. Well, of course, there's 16 good. Might be a little short. There's 16 good men players left in the tournament, but it kind of looks like it's shaping up decently for Shane Van Boening. See what kind of run he can make tomorrow and Saturday.
Well, Shane's at the top of his game right now. He's playing very well, but I'll tell you, you and I have called a lot of matches, and the Ko brothers are here to stay.
That's true.
Ko Ping Yi playing very well. Ko Ping Chung playing very, very well. Quoc Hong has always given Shane a very hard time. Yap, another player that's he's won everything under the sun in the last 6 months.
Yeah,
So, and and of course, Beato is the reigning champion and looking to make it 2 times in a row. And
Yeah,
Wei Chu
it's going to be a
Cheng,
tough battle for
as
whoever gets there.
and Wei Wei's making her way here to come back in this set and force a third and deciding set.
Good shot on the floor in that rack from Wei.
Shane does look very strong.
Wei's been hitting the break square. Very varied results. See if she decides to throw in a cut break.
And here we go. She wants to tie this up and force that third set.
There's the cut break, but a little thin. Got the one down. Two's available on the side. Not ideal for position on the 3. Don't really see a way out of this one. Safes aren't easy. Really believe the cue ball's running into the 5 if she tries to go all the way to the short rail with the cue ball. Can't really slow it down. Tough spot. Had to play safe. And that's a nice creative save from Wei. It's not quite going to work out. Good idea. 7's tied up with the 9. The cue ball will definitely be running into it. Over top of the 5.
Extension.
She could actually play safe behind the 8 if she just wants to avoid a tough shot, and it looks like she is.
She is. It's going to hit the set. Whoa, it went through. And she's left a tough shot.
Yeah, see if Wei Wei tries to keep her momentum. That was tougher than it looked. To narrowly avoid the double kiss. Similar shot for Han. Trying to get the cue ball behind the 8.
Look at this behind the 8. She's not going to get there. It's going to bump the 8. Or did she?
Wei has a better chance to get behind the 3 now.
Han Yu is wearing a Predator patch, and I see a Predator break you. Has she come over to the Predator side? I can't find her on the pro team.
Yeah, it must be involved somehow if she has the patch on. Good shot from Wei. Possible to not get over the 3 here. Cue ball's got to get up quickly. Wow. I like that. 3 inches between the cue ball and the object ball. Straight over it. Long distance. Hit it perfect. Great shot. Another power shot coming up.
Oh, that's a
Not this
that's
time.
a tough shot. Yeah, she missed that. Well, we don't see Wei, but I do see Han Yu, Liu Shasha, Jessica Centeno, Rubelin Amit as part of the Predator Pro team.
Great chance to make it to get to the hill. At that point, she'll be 1 game away from the final. Place with a really long bridge. Good stroke pace, pretty consistent.
She needs this game. She wants to get close to the 7 ball. At least down to the side pocket line.
That's distance, but cue ball's traveling over naturally. Let's cue this ball good. Left slightly too much angle. She'll be able to slow it down with some left. Touch required here. Use the whole pocket, decided to go into the 9. Good shot.
And Su Ching Wei does take this game and tie things up at 3. 1 game from a deciding 3rd set. Everything comes to a close here by the 28th of September, and then on the 7th of October through the 13th, Predator moves their tables and equipment over to Bali, Indonesia for the Men's World 8-Ball Championship, for the Men's World Doubles Championship, and for the Women's World 10-Ball Championship.
Looking for the 2-set win here. One break and run away from the final. One ball down. 2-ball looks like it's going to end up fairly in the open. Chance to run out, George.
Yes, it is.
Has to get a fairly small angle on this free. 2-ball's in a nice position though. Can kind of hit it medium speed. Draw over to the middle. Oh, she's overdrawn it. Going to be real thin on the pocketing here to the point where I think she's going to favor safe.
Extension.
She'd like to try to get the cue ball behind the 9, but the 6 is kind of blocking the path back 2 rails. It's a tough spot here. Could just lay the 3 in the middle of the short rail, but that's not really aggressive enough for a player like you. She's considering cuts so thin.
She's going for the cut.
Yeah, she's aimed at the cutting side of the ball. Just gonna go all in here. What a shot, George. That's one of the best shots of the tournament. Unlucky to end up on the rail. At least the 6 is over the pocket. Have to hold her nerve on this one.
Not only the shot, Eric, but the moment it was executed.
100%.
Tight score, and like you said, all in. Because if you miss that, it hangs up. Oh, but she's missed
Not there
this.
on this one.
I think Han Yu will bank this and go for the run out here. Or does
Yeah, she has to take her chance.
Yeah, I think so. She could play safe behind the 7-9.
That's the thing. It's very high percentage to get behind the 7-9.
Yeah, but it's also tough to
cue
get
ball's-
that 6. Keep the 6 out of the keep the ball out of the pocket due to the 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a clock, and that's why she's taking the extension. She wants to be sure before she shoots it.
Yeah, I like banking at it. I like giving yourself a chance at the win here. Too long.
Well,
Shot clock beep right at the end of the execution. So a chance, great chance for a way to get into the final now. 6 balls lying in a way where she might consider the combo. really preference. I don't mind the combo because if you start getting a little off angle on the 7, you might start running into the 9.
I think the combo plays great because of where the 6 ball is, as you mentioned, and the proximity for the cue ball to get perfect.
Yeah, she's into the angle here. A little more distance than ideal. Still very makeable. Good line to kind of feel where the 7 needs to connect with the 9.
Big shot. And down it goes. And on it goes. WEI comes from behind to take the final set and put Han Yu out of the tournament. And Du Cheng Wei will meet Rubelin Amit in the final tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We have some stats on this game. I think Yu missed more balls than I've seen her miss in sets twice as long as this.
Yeah, especially in the first set. Definitely wasn't out of sorts a little bit. Wade took advantage and was down 3-0 in the second set. Came all the way back. Looking forward to a good final tomorrow. 16 left in the men's, 2 left in the women's. All to play for. For George Teachea, this is Eric Orlifson. See you tomorrow.
Hasta mañana.